Yep.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh, I think we're one Saturday too late doing
what?
our questions.
Yeah. But it's okay. We've been busy.
Welcome to life in an RV, where time doesn't exist, and even if it did, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, question number 1. The best part.
Best part of what?
The best part? The best part of, I think, being in an RV. Because we said questions about living in the RV. I think a really exciting part, and I thought about this the other day, is like everything I need is in here, and even things I don't need. So that was a really big eye opener, just even in terms of, like the house we used to live in. It was a modest house. Like, it wasn't crazy by any means.
Yeah.
But
we had a lot of things we didn't need.
Yeah. And like, I know there are wants and all that, but there is something really beautiful and really simple that clears up a lot of headspace.
I think that might be it. How simple it is.
Yeah.
How simple everything is.
I know where everything is, and almost everything in here is something that we need.
Yeah.
That we use on a daily basis.
Yeah. It took us a while to figure out where everything was.
Yeah. It took us a while to figure out where
we put everything.
Yeah. But now that everything has space, it works great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is that the best part for you too?
Yeah, I was going to say the freedom of, we are where we are.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's really great too.
But, yeah. I don't think we've experienced all of it either.
Yeah.
Because we've been in this cold weather for so long.
Yeah.
So once we're able to be outside and walk around and not feel like we have to run back in here because the winds are 50 degrees.
50 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But, yeah, those right now, but we have a lot more to find out.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. How do you go to the bathroom?
In the toilet.
Like anyone else. I sit, he stands. Our bathroom is normal. Should we show it, or would that be too much?
We can show it. Not right now, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's hooked up. We don't have a flush on the side. We have a flush pedal on the ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it goes, obviously the stuff from the toilet goes into a tank that's below, and this beautiful man right here empties it when it gets full.
It's just a release valve. It's very simple.
That's what he says, but it's poop. So, to me, I'm like, no, just a release valve, whatever that means. But yeah, so that's how we go to the bathroom. How is life different since living in the RV?
Wow, it's completely different.
Yeah.
We completely changed everything around. I mean,
yeah, how is life different?
You're not going to a house every day. You're pretty much with your home all day long. We don't have the jobs we're going to. We work where we are, however that looks like. Mm-hmm. In these past 3 weeks, it's been the patio we've been building. But, how is life different in what aspect?
All of them.
That's very broad. It's very broad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, life's completely different.
Yeah, it's completely different. Everything about it.
I don't even know how to answer it.
Yeah.
So
different. Everything. I think an easier question would be, how is it the same?
Okay, let's answer that. I still have the same husband.
Yeah.
I still have the same silly dogs.
Yeah, that you can probably hear chewing in the background.
Challenging dogs. Yeah, we're going to notice that when we edit it later. You should get it from her.
All right. That's enough.
Okay, so then how is life the same? Yeah, even that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I still drink the same tea that I've been drinking for 5 years.
Yeah. We eat the same.
Yeah, kind of.
We're figuring it out now. It
Yeah.
took us a good month or two of eating out and figuring out how to cook in here and everything but I think we've figured it out now.
Yeah. I don't know how life is the same. I mean, I don't know. I still love every day with you.
Yeah. I think that's the same as...
That
Even
might be the only thing that matters.
Though,
Is it?
Well, not that,
I know, I'm joking.
but that we're spending every day together.
Yes.
Which we were not able
that
to do.
Is for me how life is different,
before.
Which goes into other questions.
Yes.
Okay, next question. Where are you guys? Currently...
Candy Hill Campground.
Candy Hill Campground. In Winchester.
Yeah.
We had, for the past 3 weeks, so this question, where are you guys, came from Instagram when we put that questionnaire up or whatever it was a few weeks ago. So at that time, yes, we were in Edinburgh, at a farm at J&L Green Farm.
Yeah.
And we felt led, we already said it, felt led to help this woman, Laura, who has touched our heart so much. And, you know, she started thinking about it and she wanted a patio. So we helped build a patio. And it took about 3 weeks to do it.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks, she said, to the day.
Yeah.
We said bye to them this morning, which was bittersweet. And that was a really, really beautiful experience. So that is where we were. We were building a retaining wall, doing a patio, cooking, just getting to know a family and loving a family well.
Yeah, we're a great family.
It was beautiful
nice.
Seeing how a family with 3 children do life with God. Like, it was beautiful. I liked it. I really enjoyed them. Shout out. But yeah, now we're in Winchester. We're going to go to church in the morning with his family that's out here. And then slowly but surely, we will be leaving the state of Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, how much sap did we get out?
Okay, yeah, so people were asking about the sap, the things in the tree.
On that farm,
yeah,
the man had black walnuts.
Yep.
Jordan had black walnut trees. I was reading today on his Instagram and someone said, like, how do you know when it's ready that you can get sap out? And he wrote, I guess the tree has to be 10 inches in diameter.
Oh, okay.
So how old would the tree have to be? The
10
tree
inches
has to be
in
old.
diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then what he did was just drilled a hole into the tree. I don't know how deep or anything.
Yeah.
But he had these little
I bet he has it on his YouTube.
Yeah. These little black spigots he stuck in there, put a tube up, and stuck it into a bucket, and he would check it every 24 hours.
Yeah.
And some days he would get...
Depending on the weather.
10 plus 5-gallon buckets, so that's 50 gallons of, tree sap, which is clear sap.
Yeah, I didn't know it would be like,
yeah,
it looked like water to me.
It looked like water.
I thought it was rainwater at first. He said, no,
Yeah.
that's sap.
Yeah.
He boils it down.
Yeah, and then he has this big production where he boils it down and down to the syrup, and he said about one of those 5-gallon buckets comes out to this.
Yes.
It's a 5-gallon bucket.
Oh, he's just farm builder on YouTube. That's what he is on Instagram, and it's the YouTube as well. Hopefully it'll show correctly. Farm builder. So you can check it out.
Yeah.
You can see where we were on the farm, what they do with the hogs and everything.
Yeah, he's got some good information there.
Mental challenges. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a whole thing in itself. For sure.
How much time do we have?
Well, it's just been hard adjusting and figuring it out, and we were talking about this a week or so ago, that we're just relearning how to do everything.
Yeah.
Like our whole life.
Yeah.
And that includes you and me, how we're living, how the dogs operate, cooking, and using the bathroom, and the water, and just all of it takes
some adjusting.
Yeah, some serious adjusting.
Yeah.
And with that are some mental breakdowns and hard times. And
for me, the hardest part has been in my home, at our house. I had things to do every day. you know, I would break up all the things that needed to be done, you know, one day, each day of the week, you know, I'd have things to do. So then by the end of the week, all be done kind of thing, like in terms of gardening and laundry and cooking and the batch cooking and all that stuff. So I at least felt like I like contributed, and this is probably like stuff we have to unlearn as women. Like, I don't know, who knows? That's good, probably be deeper. But I feel like in here, it's a car. I don't know anything about cars. I have been, my mental challenge, and, you know, we're finding out what the enemy has been using to kind of break me down and make me feel inadequate is just like, I feel useless. Like, he goes out and he does all of these things around it, and he'll set us up when we get somewhere, and then, you know, when we're going to leave, he breaks it all down and all that, which are things I absolutely could learn to do.
Yeah.
And I think that...
But I mean, you get the inside ready to leave and do that when I'm out there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that, I don't know. It's been a lot of feeling kind of useless. Like, sometimes I find myself sitting in here and I'm like, there's nothing for me to be doing right now. Or nothing like passion, like the gardening thing and all of that stuff, and the cooking, like, it was where my heart really sang. And
that's what we were talking about the other day too, is finding new ways and adjusting and things you will be able to do.
Yes.
Like all that.
Yeah.
Accounting stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to take that on.
Yeah, and marketing stuff and all that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just been a thing, because Joe is just so great that he just does. He can see the big picture and see all the things that need to get done, and he just does them. Whereas I'm not like that. So I need to be told, but I haven't really been told.
Yeah.
And that has been like, you know, just communication and trying to figure it out. Like, all right, it takes some time. How do you stay warm? We do stay warm in here.
Oh my gosh, we stay
like
warm.
We have heat, like a normal house.
Yeah.
Or normal houses, do they have propane for their heat?
Some of them do.
Okay, so yeah, we have to fill up our a propane tank to get our heat.
A propane tank holds 10 gallons?
I have no idea.
However a propane tank is measured?
But, yeah, so that part. And, like, in here, there are vents on top and below on the floorboards, so the heat comes from the floor. And then, you know, we haven't had to use it yet, but the AC will come from above.
Yeah.
And we have little space heaters. Like, I have a little heater. I know everyone's going to freak out about this. It's on my little nightstand, and I pointed at the bed.
It's very safe.
So I am very warm at night because it's been warm, and then like tonight it's gonna be freezing, and I just like a little bit extra. I don't want to be cold.
And what's nice about those is the heat blasts and turns on and gets to the certain temperature, and then the electric heaters kind of keep it at that temperature, so we're using less propane.
Yeah.
And the only thing that uses propane is the heat, the stove, and then the fridge when we're not hooked up to electric.
Yeah.
And the propane lasts for a week.
Maybe more.
If we're using it full speed, it lasts a week, which is really good.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not basing that on anything, but...
Yeah, and Tebow, the next question is, how's Tebow? We call him Grandpa.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know we're talking about him. He just sits on the floor right in front of the heat, right in front of the vents that are on the floor.
He loves the heat.
He loves it.
He waits for it to kick on.
At our old house, he would sit in front of the fireplace all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. That means all day, if we're here, we're walking over him. I don't have the heart to really tell him to get up because he likes being warm like me, so I can't blame him. But yeah, you know, it's funny how, you know, to see like hashtag RV life or van life, whatever, these people with their dogs. I don't know what kind of dogs they have and how this works out. But looking at those things, it seemed so simple to just bring your dogs, like in an RV.
They don't show you all the other stuff.
And that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, this has to be a thing that other people's dogs are like foaming at the mouth, like well, not in a bad way, but like Tootsie, like she gets nervous, she drips. Tebow, he like shakes, and he has to be like, that's why I don't know if you can see our net we got, but he would like have to be right up in our face while we're driving. And I get it is scary, you know, like it. For a dog, it's probably very scary. But Tebow loved the car, so I was like, oh, Tebow's an adventure dog. He's going to love this. And he does, but sometimes...
He loves it. He wants to get up front. He's always staring out the front window.
Yeah.
I think he just shakes because he's old.
Yeah, maybe.
But she doesn't leak anymore.
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah. But still the anxiousness, like God forbid someone's going to knock on the door of the RV. We try. Good thing there's a window right there.
We gotta get a sign for the front door.
But like, please do not knock.
The dogs go crazy.
They go crazy. And then it's like stairs. So they want to just bolt down. And little things like that. Like, where do they go when you just want to move freely in a space this small?
They go to the other side until you gotta go over there.
Yeah, and then like there's a little we call it the couch behind us.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get them to lay up there, you know, up, sit, and now stay. And then surely enough, no. 2 seconds later, they want to get down. And
that's just what it is with dogs.
yeah, I don't know. It just seems simpler. I was duped. I was totally, as Ava would say, bamboozled.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be way simpler. What took the longest to get used to? Probably all of what we're saying.
Well,
Some things we're still getting
yeah.
It's definitely getting easier. I still don't really have a routine down, and I think it's just because we're still in cold weather too.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up and be cold, so
It'll be nice to be able to walk outside.
yeah. So now, like in the mornings, I'm
morning
still
and-
kind of lazy. Like I'll just lay there and just be, can I please be warm?
Yeah.
And it's always like, I don't know why, but it gets so dusty so easy. I feel like even more so than a real home.
Well, it's such a small space, so yeah, it gets really dusty. It gets dirty. We clean once a week,
Yeah,
a deep clean.
Yeah.
But even then, we're probably not cleaning deep enough.
yeah.
Finding out.
We got an
looking
air
at
doctor,
things.
so that helps. That's like, it's like this big
Yeah.
thing that, just keeps circulating and filtering out the air.
Cleans out there.
I think it said like in 5 hours it'll clear out this whole area.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is funny. He's, what do you call it? Offensive. As it tells you the quality of the air, so it'll have a color.
Yeah.
If it's green, if it's good air quality, then it goes, I think it's a yellow.
Yeah, and every time I walk by it, it would turn red.
Yeah. But granted, he was literally outside working with gravel and sand and the pavers and all that, so it's just dusty in general. Oh yeah, it was so funny. He was like, this thing is so offensive. That was great. What took the longest to get used to? Yeah, so far cooking, I think we're just getting into a routine with being able to prioritize and cook our meals and cook healthy things.
And we're really prioritizing anticipating being hungry now.
Yeah.
Instead, before we'd be going so quick that we would
Yeah.
just put off eating.
Yeah.
And now we stop, even if we have to pull over.
Yeah.
And cook something real quick and make something.
Yeah, that is what we're finding out too, is that, well, for me, it feels like it takes so long in here. Like, and it might not even, but I don't know. I feel like a whole day has gone by just in the amount of time that we have to pack up, close it all up, drive somewhere, and then get it all back together.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just stress related too, because usually, the dogs and
Right.
and just driving this thing, it's huge. Well, I mean, it's
big.
It's big.
Yeah.
So it's kind of antsy for me. I always feel like he's going too fast, even though he's not going fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're driving this like a car, but no, he like says the speed limit 45. I'm like, oh, but I don't know. There's something about it.
Well, it just wobbles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dishes are clanking.
Yeah.
You hit a bump wrong.
Yeah, that's like, oh, if you could just hear everything kind of move, and it's like a super cringe moment.
Yeah.
Even though nothing has been damaged or nothing breaks,
Everything's been fine.
you just hear all of it.
We're really careful with it. I mean,
yeah. Where are we? That's the last question. Where are we going next?
next, well, I think we've found out that we can only do one thing at a time. Like we've been saying, we're gonna leave for so long, but we've been having something not put in our way because we're choosing to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So I believe next thing we're doing is we're going to dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
In Warrenton.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're planning on leaving after that, but I don't want to, because we don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
We're still heading south.
Yeah.
But I think we should just leave it as vague as that.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how long it's going to take to get there.
Yeah. Or where we're going. And maybe start looking at the roads, what route we would take. Even, like, let's just take it state by state.
Yeah.
And then figure out, you know,
Yeah.
in these areas that maybe we might feel called to see what's there.
Yeah.
See if there's a church there, if they have Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday services, whatever.
Yeah.
See what.
Literally wherever we feel led to go.
Yeah.
And do.
Yeah. And then if when we call or if we look up online and it looks like it works out, then like, oh, okay, confirmation.
Yep. That's it.
That's all, folks.